Hello my friends, it's the Game Boy Geek here. Today, we're going to take a look at Dragon Inquisition, which is one of the many games you can play in the Book of Dragons, which is a card game system that's language independent, colorblind friendly, and you can play more than 18 games by more than 16 designers. Now, Dragon Inquisition is designed by Nate Bivens. It's a 3 to 5 player hidden trader game. Everybody in your group are going to be loyal Dragon Masters, but one of you will be working for the dark side and trying to cause you to lose the war. Can you figure it out before the game's over? Well, I'm going to show you how to play this game in a rule school. I'm going to teach you how to set up and how all the mechanisms work so that you don't have to read the rule book. So let's get started. Dragon Inquisition is a hidden trader game where you'll be getting a secret roll at the beginning of the game and only one of you will be the secret trader. Each round you'll be getting cards that you discard and pass to your opponents, and then you have to decide which one to play. And after everyone reveals if there's even one evil dragon, the trader wins the round. Watch out, because that powerful moon dragon can remove an evil dragon and give the loyal Dragon Masters a win for the round. The first team to win 3 rounds wins, but if it's the evil team, the good team can overthrow and win the game if they're able to, in a majority, say who the traitor is successfully. To set up, first separate out all 4 citrine dragons and one of the shadow dragons like this. All of the other cards will stay together in a deck, including the 3 shadow dragons that you don't see here. Referring to this table and the amount of players playing, you're going to take a certain amount of these citrine dragons and the single shadow dragon, and you're going to create a loyalty deck for it. For example, with 5 players, you'll use all 4 citrine dragons. With 3 players, you'll only use 2. If you're using less than 4, any dragons that aren't included in this table will be removed from the game. You'll then shuffle up that loyalty deck and deal 1 card to each player. There'll be exactly as many cards as there are players. Each player will secretly look at their card, but then place it face down in front of themselves. If you have the citrine dragon, you're a loyal Dragon Master. If you have the shadow dragon, you are the traitor. Next, according to this table and the amount of players, you're going to remove an additional amount of good dragons from the game. Now, this is in addition to the cards that you've separated out at the beginning to create the loyalty deck. Now, to tell which ones are good or evil, you're going to refer to the guide that's in your rulebook. I'm going to put it up here. All dragons facing to the right are good dragons. Most all dragons facing to the left, the only exception is the forest dragon, are evil dragons. So left facing is evil unless you're a forest dragon, and all right facing dragons are good, as you see in this guide. You can decide which dragons of the good type that you will remove, and you'll do it for the numbers that's in this table, depending on the amount of players. After removing those additional good dragons, all the rest of the cards that are in the game are a dragon deck. You'll shuffle those up and get ready to play. The object of the game is to get 3 rounds won by your side. For example, if you're on the loyal Dragon Master side, you want to end up getting 3 good dragons scored. Where if you are the traitor, you want to get 3 cards scored. So the game is played over multiple rounds until one side has won 3 rounds. Each round, players are going to get dealt cards. They're then going to discard cards, they're going to pass cards, and then they're going to need to select one to play, and then we'll see who wins, and this will continue until one side has won 3 rounds. To start a new round, you're going to take the dragon deck and deal 3 dragon cards to each player. Once you have your 3 cards, you're going to pick them up into your hands and look at them, but don't show them to anyone else. You're then going to select one of the 3 cards and put them in a face-down discard pile. When creating the face-down discard pile, it's going to be the same one for everybody. Make sure you keep it way off to the side and never confuse it with the draw deck, since both sets of the cards are going to be face down. You're then going to be passing the 2 cards you have left to an adjacent player. In the first round, it's going to be clockwise, the player to your left. Every other round, you're going to alternate which directions you're passing. So you're going to take the 2 cards, pass it to the player to your left clockwise, and then 2 cards will be coming clockwise from the player to your right in this case. From those 2 cards, you're going to secretly select one of those and put it face down in the middle of the table. You're then going to take the last card that you have and put it face down in the discard pile off to the side, never to confuse these. So in this pile, you'll always have 1 card for each player in the game. You're then going to shuffle these cards and then reveal them. Once these cards have been revealed, if there's at least one evil dragon, then the traitor has won this round. However, for each moon dragon that was revealed, you can take one of the evil dragons that's there and place it face down off to the side in that face down discard pile, and then at that point you'd see if there's at least one evil dragon. In this case there is, so the traitor would still have one. If the reveal looked like this moon dragon would send this sole and only evil dragon face down to the discard pile, and at this point, if there's no evil dragons, then the loyal dragon masters win the round. Just to summarize, after revealing and resolving moon dragons, if there's still at least one evil dragon, then the traitor wins the round. But after resolving any moon dragons, if there's no evil dragons, then the loyal dragon masters win the round. At the end of the round, take one of the dragons that represents the side that won and place it up in the middle of the table to start to make a win row to show you which side has won how many rounds. Each moon dragon played must now be completely removed from the game. They don't go to a discard pile, they get out of the game for good, and they can never be used this specific game again. You'd start a new round by, again, taking 3 cards off the top of the dragon deck, dealing them out, and doing things the same way, remembering that when you pass cards that's going in the opposite direction of last round, if you ever run out of cards in the draw deck, you'll take the face down discard deck, shuffle it up, and create a new dragon deck. And you'll continue playing rounds until one side has won 3 rounds. Then you'll move on to the Accuse Phase. Now if the traitor has won 3 to 2, the Accuse Phase could change who wins the game. Otherwise, the Accuse Phase is merely for fun because you're trying to vote who you think the traitor is. Players can talk all they like, and when they're ready, on the count of 3, they'll all point at who they think the traitor is. If the majority of the players point to one player, that player will reveal their role. If there's not a majority, the Accuse Phase ends immediately. If there was a majority and that player did reveal that they were the traitor, and the traitor had won the game 3 to 2, well, the loyal Dragon Master team gets an extra win, which ties the game, but the loyalists win a tie. So this is the one way that the loyal Dragon Masters can win the game through the Accuse Phase, as if they've lost 3 to 2, but they successfully, in a majority, point out the traitor. For example, if the traitor had won 3 to 1, the Accuse Phase could not change who actually wins the game, but you may want to partake in it just for the fun of it. And same for if the loyal team had won 3 to anything, the Accuse Phase won't do anything to the score or the results of the game, but it might still be fun to go through with it. Well, I hope this helped you dive right into Dragon Inquisition and get to the fun quicker by allowing me to teach you how to play instead of you having to read the rulebook yourself. If you have more questions, I've placed a link below me in the description of this video. That's the best place to ask them because I'll get notified, but so will the publisher, and maybe even the designers might chime in as well.